Your person is deeply reflecting on the connection they shared with you, revisiting moments from the past and trying to pinpoint the exact time when they had the chance to speak up. They think back to those opportunities, those fleeting moments when they could have sent a message, made a call, or simply expressed how they truly felt. Yet, for reasons they can't fully explain, they remained silent. Now, that silence lingers in their heart as their deepest regret. It weighs heavily on them, and they can't help but wonder how things might have been different if they had found the courage to open up back then. Despite this lingering regret, your person isn't stuck in the past. Instead, they feel an overwhelming desire to create a fresh start with you, a brand new beginning that allows them to rewrite the narrative and build something stronger than before. It's as if a light has been turned on inside them, illuminating the path forward. For the first time, they know exactly where they want to go, and they feel ready to embark on this journey with you. The doubts and fears that once held them back are no longer in control. They are prepared to take action, driven by a newfound clarity and purpose. What's truly remarkable is how your person is beginning to trust their intuition in ways they never have before. They are learning to quiet the noise of their ego and listen to the inner voice that keeps pulling them back to you. It's almost as if they're seeing the connection with you through fresh eyes, realizing how deeply it affected them and how impossible it is to ignore. This connection may even feel spiritual to them, perhaps something akin to a twin flame bond, something rare and undeniable that continues to draw them in, no matter how much time has passed. However, this awakening hasn't come without emotional turmoil. Your person is experiencing a whirlwind of emotions, and the thought of you is at the center of it all. They can't seem to get you out of their mind, no matter how hard they try. The more they reflect, the more they realize that the only way forward is through honesty and vulnerability. They know that in order to bridge the gap between you, they need to speak their truth and clear the air. It's no longer enough to hold back or let fear dictate their actions. Instead, they are preparing themselves for a heartfelt conversation, one where they can finally lay everything on the table. What sets this moment apart is that your person is no longer letting their ego lead the way. In the past, they may have been guarded or hesitant, but now, they're leaning into their intuition and allowing it to guide them. They are ready to put in the work and effort required to mend what's been broken and bring balance back to the connection. They understand that change won't happen overnight, but they're willing to take the necessary steps to ensure this time is different. The stagnant energy that once surrounded your relationship is something they're determined to clear away, making room for growth, healing, and a deeper bond. Your person's intentions couldn't be clearer. They aren't searching for alternatives or distractions. Their heart is set on you, and they know that no one else could ever take your place. They feel a sense of purpose and inspiration when they think about you, and it motivates them to be their most authentic self. Being with you makes them feel seen, understood, and accepted in ways they've never experienced before. That sense of belonging is something they cherish and want to protect moving forward. Ultimately, your person is ready to embrace this connection and give it the attention and care it deserves. They no longer want to let fear, doubt, or hesitation hold them back. Instead, they're stepping into this new chapter with courage, honesty, and a willingness to grow alongside you. Their heart is open, their mind is clear, and their soul feels drawn to you in a way that defies explanation. They're ready to turn their regret into action, knowing that this time, they won't let the moment pass them by. I just wanted to take a moment to share with you why you hold such a special place in my heart and life. There are so many reasons why you mean so much to me, and I feel the need to put these feelings into words. From the moment I met you, something about you captivated me. Your beautiful smile, the warmth in your eyes, and the sweetness of your soul touched me in ways I didn't even know were possible. You have this incredible ability to make me feel safe, loved, and cherished, and I can't help but feel amazing whenever I'm with you. When I'm around you, I feel a sense of openness that I've never experienced before. It's as though I can shed all my walls and defenses and just be myself, completely and unapologetically. You make it so easy to let my guard down because I know you see me for who I truly am. I don't have to pretend, hide, or hold back. With you, I feel free to share my thoughts, my fears, and even the parts of me that I've kept buried for so long. You have this remarkable ability to read me like an open book, and what's even more incredible is that you understand me, sometimes even better than I understand myself. You don't just accept me as I am, you help me see the beauty in the parts of myself I've struggled to embrace. You've shown me the pieces of my soul that I tried to ignore because I was too afraid to face them. Yet, instead of judging me or making me feel ashamed, you've held my hand and guided me through those fears. You've helped me confront them, and in doing so, you've given me the strength to grow and heal. That's one of the things I love most about you, your ability to see my potential, even when I can't see it myself. I know I'm not perfect. I don't have everything figured out, and I've made my fair share of mistakes. But you've never made me feel inadequate or unworthy. Instead, you've loved me for exactly who I am. You've made me feel like the most perfect partner for you, even when I've doubted myself. Your belief in me and in us has been a source of strength that I can't even put into words. It's given me the courage to keep moving forward, even when things felt overwhelming. One of the most incredible things about you is how you've loved me through my worst moments. When I was weak, when I was struggling, and when I felt like I was falling apart, you stood by me. You didn't turn away or make me feel like a burden. Instead, you loved me completely and unconditionally. You saw me at my lowest and still chose to stay, and that means more to me than I could ever express. Your love has been a light in my darkest times, and it's given me hope when I needed it most. I often wonder what you see in me, what it is that makes you love me so deeply. But then I realize that maybe it doesn't matter. What matters is that you do, and knowing that has given me the confidence to face my inner struggles and battles. Your love has become a source of strength for me, and it's something I draw from every single day. With you by my side, I feel like I can take on anything. I feel like I can face my fears and become the person I've always wanted to be. There's something so powerful about the way you love. It's not just the words you say or the things you do, it's the way you make me feel, completely seen, deeply understood, and unconditionally cherished. That kind of love is rare, and I feel so incredibly lucky to have found it in you. You've shown me what it means to be loved in the truest sense of the word, and for that, I will always be grateful. You've become so much more than just my partner, you're my confidant, my rock, and my best friend. You've taught me how to love myself by loving me so fully. You've given me the courage to open up, to be vulnerable, and to trust in the kind of love that doesn't waver, even when times get tough. I can't thank you enough for being that person for me. I want you to know that I love you with all my heart. I love everything about you, the way you smile, the way you care, and the way you make me feel like the most important person in the world. I love how you see the depth of my soul and accept every part of me, even the parts one once tried to hide. You make me want to be better, not because you expect it, but because your love inspires me to grow. So, thank you. Thank you for being you, for loving me, and for showing me what it means to be truly cared for. I promise to always cherish you, to stand by you, and to love you with the same depth and intensity that you've shown me. With you, I feel like I can be my truest self, and that is the greatest gift I could ever receive. Your partner feels an undeniable connection with you, one that seems to flow effortlessly whenever you are together. Conversations between the two of you feel natural, unforced, and deeply comforting. They find happiness in your presence in a way that is entirely different from anything they have experienced before. It's as though you have a calming effect on their heart and soul, bringing them a sense of peace and belonging they never knew they needed. You may have been under the impression that they were avoiding you recently, but the reality is far from that assumption. In fact, your partner has been spending time carefully preparing and planning how to approach you because they desire you more than they can express. They have come to understand that their usual methods, mind games, manipulation, and controlling tactics, will not work with you. In the past, they may have relied on these strategies to keep others within their grasp, but they now recognize that you are different. You are someone who values authenticity, respect, and emotional stability, and you refuse to settle for anything less. Your partner knows that you are no longer willing to tolerate breadcrumbs or accept half-hearted efforts. The days of enduring inconsistent behavior, back-and-forth dynamics, and emotional exhaustion are over for you. You have reached a point where your boundaries are clear, and your self-respect demands that you stand firm in your expectations. This realization has been a wake-up call for your partner. They underestimated your inner strength and resilience, assuming that you might continue to accept less than what you truly deserve. However, you have proven them wrong by refusing to be a source of validation for their ego or someone who constantly bends to their whims just to secure their attention. You have shown them that you are not easily swayed by empty promises or shallow gestures, and this has forced them to reflect deeply on their actions and intentions. Your partner is beginning to see you in a new light. They recognize that you are not only self-aware and confident but also someone who values genuine emotional connections over superficial games. This has left them feeling both challenged and inspired to rise to your level. They now understand that, if they want to be with you, they need to approach you with honesty, sincerity, and a willingness to grow. The thought of losing you has made them reconsider their past behavior, and they are determined to prove that they can be the partner you deserve. Despite their past mistakes, your partner's feelings for you are real. They feel a sense of comfort and emotional fulfillment in your presence that they cannot ignore. They see you as someone who grounds them, inspires them, and brings out the best in them. At the same time, they know that winning back your trust and earning your love will not be easy. It will require consistent effort, genuine change, and a commitment to breaking old patterns. While they may have once taken your patience and understanding for granted, they now realize that you are not someone who will endlessly wait for them to figure things out. You value your own happiness and peace of mind too much to settle for a relationship that leaves you feeling drained or unappreciated. This has created a sense of urgency for them to step up and show you through their actions, not just words, that they are ready to meet you halfway. Your partner's growing awareness of your worth has sparked a transformation in their perspective. They no longer see you as someone they can manipulate or control, but rather as an equal partner who deserves to be treated with love, care, and respect. They are finally beginning to grasp that true intimacy is built on trust, transparency, and mutual understanding, not power plays or emotional manipulation. As they prepare to approach you, their intentions are shifting from self-serving desires to a genuine longing to build something meaningful with you. They know they have to let go of their old ways and embrace a new, healthier approach to love and connection. They are willing to do the work because losing you is not an option they are willing to consider. Ultimately, the dynamic between you and your partner is undergoing a transformation. What once may have felt like an imbalanced or frustrating situation is evolving into an opportunity for growth and renewal. Your partner is learning that love is not about control or validation, but about vulnerability, honesty, and mutual respect. Whether or not they can fully rise to the occasion remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: you have set a standard that demands nothing less than their best, and they are determined to meet it.